Hello everybody, this is Val with This Is How You Do It, and I am showing y'all what you need to be doing is taking this bad boy out and thawing it out. Now this is what I got. I got the smoked turkey that's already cooked because it's going to be, and oh yeah, this is the price it was at Walmart. If you hadn't already got yours. That's my one feature item for the day. And I'm going to have some coffee with y'all. But y'all already pulled it up trying to speed up the time. But you know that if you got a turkey that needs to be thawed out before Thanksgiving, some of you probably supposed to been took it out Monday. It depends on the how big your turkey is. So I was thinking about that thing. Mine is already done, and that is the showstopper, the star of the occasion is the turkey, right? And you can't go wrong with that one because it's already cooked to perfection. And even the breast meat is real juicy and tastes really good. I discovered getting the smoked turkeys probably, the hickory smoked turkeys from Walmart probably last year or year before last. And they really wasn't that high. And being already cooked, you can find a turkey on sale. My daughter said she found one on sale, but at Kroger's, but we don't have a Kroger's here. You know, this Montgomery. And turkeys run kind of around that same price, even cooked. So why should I go through all the work? But I am going to do the cornbread stuffing from scratch, of course. Love it. I can't get around that because mine is so good. And the macaroni cheese, I got some Stouffer's macaroni cheese. I'm not going to worry about going stretch with that because by the time you buy the Velveeta cheese, the eggs, the black pepper and salt, the paprika, the milk, the macaroni, by the time you do all of that, you just spent over the $10 it take to just go and buy the Stouffer's, because my macaroni and cheese tastes just as good as Stouffer's macaroni and cheese. Let your girl tell it. Maybe even better. But Stouffer's macaroni and cheese is the closest thing to homemade macaroni and cheese. So I can deal with that. So that's what I'm doing. I got some collards in the freezer, but I think I'm just gonna go with the glory greens, honey. Seasoned to perfection already. Say, Val, you taking a lot of shortcuts. That's because this Thanksgiving, I don't think nobody's gonna be here but me and Willie. So I'm gonna do the big turkey, so we can have turkey sandwiches and things like that, and turkey, all of that turkey stuff you do after the holidays. So the turkey is the biggest attraction, and then I'm gonna do the macaroni and cheese, and maybe the glory greens, and cornbread stuffing with some cranberry sauce. That's it. No desserts, no cakes, no pies, nothing like that. I did look for one of them patty pies when I was out. They were sold out. But when I first saw the patty pie, I didn't know anything about the patty pie. So until I started watching the reviews on here. So the reviews on here did help sell her out. And I hadn't heard about the guy doing the patty pies, James White, until yesterday. A day before. I heard that he had did it. Somebody did a review that he ought to be chunked off a couple of coins, but I really looked at his video yesterday. Looked at both of them and looked at the interview they had with him where he said Patty the Bear called him and all that kind of good stuff. But that's all I'm going to do. And I came on to tell y'all that. And the main thing I wanted to tell you is take your turkey out. If you're going to sit it in the refrigerator to thaw out, go on, put it in the refrigerator and let it start thawing out. Me, myself, I'm going to let mine sit in the sink. And I'm going to let it sit in the sink today, overnight, so it'll thaw out all up in here, the breasts. And, because tomorrow is Wednesday. And I'm going to do all of my stuff. I usually do it on Thanksgiving. So what I'm doing now, I'm going to trial run with the oven, seeing, well, I'm cleaning the oven again because it's a self-cleaning oven, so I just pulled the switch to clean it again. I usually do my Thanksgiving meal on Thanksgiving. In the morning, I put everything in the oven, and by lunchtime, everything is done. But because Willie's going to be off, I may have to do it Wednesday while he's at work. So that's the idea of putting the turkey in the sink and letting it thaw out like that instead of putting it in the refrigerator and letting it thaw out. And so if I do everything while he's at work and that turkey is already done, I may have to slide the turkey in the oven. You know how you heat it up. So on Thanksgiving itself, all I have to do is fix him a plate as many times as he wants throughout the day and warm it up in the microwave. You know, I may have to do it that way. It just depends on, I just turned this oven on. Yesterday it smoked to high heaven. You hear me? It's coming out those little bit of things underneath, those little grits underneath. And then I turned the air vent on over the stove and it sucked all of it out. And I got it on this morning and it's not doing any of that smoking. So I may be able to cook if the food don't get on his nerves for us, him being able to breathe. But anything else, I think it's going to be alright because he don't have a problem with good smelling food. Who do, right? Unless it's smoking up the place or you burning some. And who wants to burn up Thanksgiving? Child, some of y'all like that. That's why I was telling y'all about the turkey, y'all. If you don't know how to cook no turkey, get one from Walmart. Before they sell out. They had 2 at Walmart when I went there. I got both of them. Say, Dad, what you doing with 2 smoked turkeys? Let me tell you, child. I got the other one for Christmas. So I won't have to buy that. It's already bought. Put it in the freezer. Because I don't want to wait till Christmas and Walmart ain't got no more. I ain't trying to cook again. Because by the time we get through eating that turkey, it'll be time to eat turkey again. Because it's just a month apart, especially when you ain't got nobody coming over. You eating turkey for days. But you still got to have your presentation on your table. Oh, yeah. Somebody told me up under my video that Lowe's will give you treetops for decoration. Like when you cut them off the trees, they'll give it to you and let you take them home. They give them to you free. But see, I live in the country. And I don't think that person know that. I got giant cedar trees in my front yard. So when we were talking about that, when I talk to y'all, I be saying like we were talking about it, like we were actually talking about it face to face and on the phone and all this kind of stuff. I got pine trees outside with pine cones and pine straw and all of that craziness, beautifulness. And I got some cedar trees, big giant cedar trees, 3 of them going down my driveway as coming into the house. So I was telling Willie that I was thinking about clipping some of those off and putting it on the table underneath the platter where I'm gonna sit the turkey. I'm put the cedar stuff on the table, set the platter in the middle, which I'm put the turkey on, and then put some decoration like around the cedar that's on the table. Let me show you the platter I'm talking about. I'm gonna turn y'all around just a little bit, if y'all don't mind. And then I got to see if y'all see what I'm talking about. Now I'm going to have to tilt down. See that platter right there? I'm going to put some cedar stuff all on the table. Because this is what I put my meats in. No matter what. If it's a roast, it's a turkey, or if it's a chicken, if it whatever. I put my meats in this. And that turkey can sit right on there and fill that whole tray up. and then I'll put my cedar stuff under here. Now I have the mates. This is Prince Albert. That's the Prince Albert China. I have the mates to all of that for its the serving bowls and stuff like that, so I can put my dressing in another bowl. And then I have the soup tureen and all of that kind of good stuff, and the plates that you eat out of the Prince Albert china, bone china and fine china. So, but that was another lifetime, and I still have my china, so it goes to Vincent when we're no longer using it anymore. And let me tell you the story that happened with Vincent. Oh, I need to get off of this. My 10 minutes is up. See, boom, right there. 10 minutes gone. I'm supposed to be through talking. Then y'all won't even hear this story about Vincent. I'm going to cut off and I ain't going to tell you. I ain't going to do you like that. I'm going to tell you the story first. When Vincent was a little boy, I don't even think he was in first grade yet. I think he was one of them babies that be around the house, because I kept my children until they got time enough to go to Head Start or kindergarten. Vincent went to Head Start 2 years straight because he was still too young to go to kindergarten. Oh no, he was in kindergarten. He was too young to go to first grade. Well, anyway, when Vincent was a little boy around that age, I had a china cabinet in the kitchen, and you know how the top of the china cabinet wasn't very sturdy. I don't believe it was. But then I had nice china, sort of like that, but not as expensive as this. But it was close. And Vincent climbed up on the china cabinet trying to get a bowl to get some cereal. The china cabinet came down and fell. And when I heard that big crash, my child was sitting in the middle of the floor with broken china all the way around him. And all I did was ran and scooped up my baby and held him. And because, you know, he was crying. And I'm concerned about, was he all right? He said, Mama, I'm sorry I broke all your china. I'm sorry. When I get to be a big boy and be a football player, I'm going to buy you some more china. Child, that thing hurt me. I said, baby, I don't care nothing about this china. I said, all I care about is you, and I'm so glad you ain't hurt. He did get a cut in his leg, a big old gash in his leg. He still got it today from that china cutting. But I was just holding my child. I was telling him I'm so grateful that he is okay and that he's not hurt, you know. And I don't care nothing about this materialistic thing. He's the most important thing to the world to me. And he was upset that the china had broke. And the china was the furthest thing from my mind. And my baby said, Mama, when I grow up and be a big football star, I'm going to buy you some more china. And so when I did replace my china years later, because I couldn't do it right away, years later when I replaced my china, and I told all the kids that because of that incident that happened when Vincent was a little boy, if something happened to me, I want him to have the china. And this is valid. This is how you do it. And I talk to you guys later. I'm doing better, y'all. It's 13 minutes, so this is coffee with me. Child sitting in broken china. That's what I'm gonna name it. Trying to get some good titles for these videos, y'all, so y'all can watch them. Bye now.